client made this massive instruction manual and ordered a Disney park set. We love her! These white nails low-key look like teeth. She wanted 3 different landmarks. This one was a doozy. She wanted the Cinderella castle with the original white and blue paint job. I was like, took me like 2 hours. And then she wanted Expedition Everest, slightly easier. I needed a break, so I just did these stones real quick. I wanted the set to read like you're going through the park, so I added these as little dividers. Last thing she wanted was the Hollywood Tower. My little brush was working. For the rest of the set, I literally went line by line in her PowerPoint presentation, gave her these symbols that she wanted. And plot twist, this video is about 2 sets. Just a quick little Disneyland set. I like to film orders in sync that low-key go with each other. So here they are in all their glory. Happiest nails on earth. Which one do you like best? Order yours, visit the link in my bio.
That you can call me when you want, call me when you need, call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need, call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like 멈춘 시간 속 잠든 너를 찾아가 아무리 막아도 결국 너의 곁인 걸 결국엔 여행을 끝내 이젠 돌아가 너라는 집으로 지금 다시 way back home.
So we're in the beauty salon and you get a lot of grown men thinking they're funny. Like, they're like little boys. We've had grown men throw condoms, obviously closed condoms, into the salon as they're walking past, thinking it's fucking hilarious. We've had them walk past and say, oh, do you do massages? No, babes, we don't. We even had men come in and be like, how much is it for a bum sack and crack? Like I'm gonna fucking go near your dirty ass that you don't even fucking wash to wax. And it's so funny because they think we can't speak English, but then when I fucking cussed up, they fucking shit themselves. Like, come on lads, grow up. Like, you ain't gonna see a group of girls walk into a barber shop and be like, can you shave me coochie? Give it a fade. No.
Y si tengo que escoger, me quedo contigo. Y si yo vuelvo a San Juan, yo bailo contigo. Y si te tengo que olvidar, tú sabes que no va a pasar. Y si te vuelvo a ver, me quedo.
Rating my failed nails. Rice. It was meant to be glitter. Tacky. Alright, I guess. What is that? Crusty. I got crusty, so I started scraping it off. Just now. Little sneak peek of future nails.
Let my letter when she clap for him. Let my letter when she clap for him. Let my letter when she clap for him.
Clap for him. Moving my ass in these platforms. I can swear, I can joke. I see what's on my mind. If I drink, if I smoke, I keep up with the guys. And you see me holding up my middle finger to the world. Your ribbons and your pearls. Cause I'm not just a pretty girl. I'm more than just a picture. I'm a daughter and a sister.
I was extremely hurt to find out that my mom, step-siblings, and stepdad were attending the wedding. When I tried to express my feelings, they dismissed me and said it wasn't their fault that I got in the way of true love and made me out to be some sort of vindictive Disney villain. So I cut contact with them and I barely spoke to my mom in 5 years. Fast forward and I get engaged to my now husband. Due to COVID, we had a small ceremony and I also fell pregnant. My dad and stepmom have been amazing throughout all of this. She knitted a pair of booties and posted them on Facebook and tagged me about how she's excited for her grandbaby. My mom didn't know I was pregnant. Shortly after, I received a phone call to confirm. Since then, she's invited me and my husband over to her house multiple times. I've declined every single time for the obvious reason. My ex-fiance and stepsister live there. The next time my mom called, I told her I didn't want them to keep inviting me over when they knew I would be forced to see my stepsister. I'm still hurt over what they did to me, and I told her I wasn't sure if I wanted people like them in my child's life. My mom was crying hysterically and kept saying I was being cruel and I couldn't deprive her of her first grandchild. I have a 9-year-old daughter who I named after my late grandmother, Annabelle, and I'm currently pregnant. If I'm having a girl, I want to name her after my other grandmother, Rose. My sister got pregnant about 5 months before me and says she wants to name her baby Rose. I said our kids can share the name, but she says I already have Annabelle and could have named her Annabelle Rose, but passed up on the chance. So now I can't have Rose. I told her I'll look for something else, but reserve the right to use Rose if I want to. Then I fell in love with the name Rosalie. It honors my late grandmother, my boyfriend loves it, and it won't piss off my sister. A couple of weeks later, my sister gives birth and announces her daughter's name is Rosalie. I am beyond upset because now she's trying to snatch both names from me. My mom calls me to say she knew my sister was planning to do this and hopes I'm not upset because this means I can take the original name I wanted, which was Rose. But I told my mom I'm sticking with Rosalie. She said it's impractical because both Rosalies will have the same surname. My sister...
Am I the asshole for throwing wine on my mom at my brother's wedding? My mom and I have always had a ... difficult relationship. I'm her scapegoat and my brother is her golden child. He can really do no wrong in her eyes. I'm expected to do housework every time I visit, while my bro sits around doing nothing. So I don't visit much and I just avoid her. Despite all this, bro and I are still very close and I'm good friends with my sister-in-law. My mom has treated sister-in-law like shit ever since she started dating my brother 5 years ago. My bro and sister-in-law got married in October. They seized the COVID opportunity to have something small, 20 guests total, and it was in their backyard. My mom showed up in a floor-length white dress. Sister-in-law looked like she was going to cry when she saw my mom. So, without thinking, I just grabbed a bottle of red wine.
No!
Uncorked it and dumped the whole thing down my mom's front. Mom flipped out, but couldn't scream at me because there were so many people around. So, she just left with my dad and came back wearing a green dress.
Este es un error que muchos cometemos. Sucede porque al tomar la perla arrastramos hacia atrás y sin querer aplicamos acrílico en la parte del cuerpo del pincel donde la perla solo tiene que estar en la punta y al aplicarla quedan muchos residuos dañando el pincel.
You're so golden. You're so golden. I'm out of my head and I know that you're scared because hearts get broken. I don't wanna be alone. I don't wanna be alone. When it ends, don't wanna let you know. I don't wanna be alone, but
Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. I got diamonds doing tootsie slides in both ears. Dice rolling on the Las Vegas strip tonight. Slip.
Time for a new set. Waiting. Scrape off excess. Clean them cuticles. Yum. Blend. Prep and prime. Perfect bead. Build that apex. Sound check. Shape and file.
So these are just press-on nails that I glue on. Just got really expensive to keep going to the nail salon.
So I think I found the brand that she's talking about. These are Kiss Impress press-on nails. And I'm heading to North Carolina today to go visit my sister. So I figured, why not try these? They were literally like $5 at Target. This is what it looks like out of the box. I definitely made a mistake of dumping it all out on my, laundry hamper. But first I need to match them up to my nail size. All right, next we need to push back the cuticles. I'm using the little alcohol pad just to clean the nails, make sure there's no oil. Okay, so I have one on, and this is the next one. They have these little tab here, and you pull the tab down and align it to your nail. Don't want it to touch any of your skin. Press. Okay, here's the final result. They're super pretty, but I have to file them down for everyday life. Okay, I filed them down and rounded out the shape. I love them, but let's see if they last up to 2 weeks, because if so, these will be a total win.
As the strawberries start to rot. The strawberry nail was done 24 hours ago, and this is how it looks. No rotting so far. It's definitely changing color up here. How many days will it take for this to rot? I'll post another update.
My friends ask who does my nails. They don't believe I do them myself. These nail prints are my secret. Salon quality stamps. Done at home. Beautiful.
Playing games until it goes rotten. Let's see if the apple peel nail went bad. It did change color. It's definitely not red anymore. I don't see any mold or anything.
I can hardly lift my nails. Put a little flour.
Left foot, right foot, levitating. Pop stars, do a leap with the baby. I had to lace my shoes for all the blessings I was chasing. If I ever slip, I fall into a better situation. So catch up, go put some cheese on it, get out and get your bread up. They always leaving you far, but you run together. Weight of the world on my shoulders, I kept my head up. Now baby, stand up, cause girl, you want me, I want you.
Story time. When I was in 6th grade, my mom would pick me up from school early most days out of the week, which I didn't have a problem with because who wouldn't want to get picked up early from school? Anyways, I noticed that every single time she would pick me up, we would go buy food and then my mom would bring it to this tire shop. I never saw who she gave the food to until one day she came back to the car with a guy, we'll just call him Julio. Anyways, my mom and Julio were being very touchy and flirty with each other, but my 11-year-old self didn't think anything other than it's just a friend she knows from high school. So we continuously meet him about 3 times a week, bringing him lunch and stuff, and then I saw my mom texting Julio and it said, "Hola mi rey, espero verte más a rato." So I was like, "Oh, who's that, mom?" And she said, "Oh, it's just Julio." So that's when I realized that they were more than just friends from high school. So I told her that I knew what she was doing, but I wasn't going to say anything to my stepdad because I don't like him. So this keeps happening for about a month where me and my mom would leave at night and not come home till later. But whenever my stepdad would ask, we would just say that we were at my grandma's house. I started getting really close to Julio and he was always buying me gifts and clothes and taking me to my dance practices.
Castaways, we are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. We're stuck where we are, with no house, no car. Castaways, ahoy, we are castaways.
Hope you guys liked this video and found it helpful. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. It does help support us, and let's know what videos you guys want to see.